Welcome everybody to Castaway Episode 5. Today we have Shuda for once.
For what? What? Hey.
For twice, sorry. And
you're forgetting the episode I ruined.
And subbing from the Filter Podcast is Lucky.
How's it going?
Alright everybody, we have a fairly fun show, I guess.
It's gonna be a good debate show.
Interesting
Yes.
show at least.
I'm going to punch you later. It will happen. He's just going to be sitting there talking, and then there's going to be a fist in his computer.
Please don't kill each other.
No promises.
Yes. No promises.
Alright, so first up, we have Steam was hacked recently by a group called Fucking Owned.
Appropriate name?
Yeah.
First, it was apparently just the forums of Steam, which does not transfer over to regular user information. But then, Valve said that user database for Steam had also been tampered with. So,
but just to make it clear, Steam itself was not hacked. It was the forums and the database.
Yeah.
But you were still able to play your games though.
Yeah.
So that's why I've noticed that a lot of people are talking about, oh well, it's better than what happened to the the PlayStation Network.
Yeah. Well, another thing is that at least Valve came out and said it immediately.
Yeah.
Sony, on the other hand, didn't.
Yeah, I think they were too
Sony
shy.
waited like a week.
Yeah.
And just said nothing's going on. Just forget about it, guys.
Yeah.
You don't need online.
Did any of y'all change your credit cards or anything with Steam?
I tried, and I could not find my credit card information to delete it anyway. So
Same here. Here.
You know what? I'm just going to keep an eye on it because I'm too lazy to change it.
I have a total of $15 in my account anyway, so it's not going to matter.
Congratulations, rich man.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I tried to change my my credit card information on Steam, and I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, screw this. So I don't know.
I'd just say keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
So how do you think this is going to affect Steam? Do you think people are going to use it less, or do you think it's just going to go back to the way it was previously?
I think it's going to stay the same. I do know that there was a lot of people out there who were trying to use it as leverage to boost for EA's Origin.
Yeah.
Don't mention EA's Origin.
Yeah. They were trying to well, this doesn't happen over there. It's like, well, it's new. And do we know why this hacker group targeted Steam?
No, we don't. Or at least not yet.
Okay.
They did it just so they could do it. Yeah. Probably.
They did it so they could be the second people to hack Valve's services.
They did it because they wanted Episode 3.
That's it.
They were trying to find Episode 3 but missed, and they found the forums instead.
Yeah. I don't see. I mean, taking down forums. I've been on Steam for close to 2 years now, and I've never used the forums. I barely look at them.
I use the forums once in a while to help, in case I need help with a game, like something's crashing or something. But other than that, I really don't.
Yeah.
I just see no point in using their forums. I mean, most of the good information comes from other places.
I will say, emailing Steam about a problem is absolutely worthless.
I don't know. They helped me once.
Steam, I know I've had a problem with them a couple of times, and I've never heard anything back from them. Then again, EA, who everyone yells about their poor customer service, they're actually the best customer service I've ever had.
I don't use any EA products. I've disowned them from my catalog.
Best customer service I've ever had was actually Nintendo, and it wasn't even really customer service. I called them, and I was jokingly asking about how to get through some dungeon in Zelda 1, and the guy actually pulled out a copy of Zelda 1 and helped me through it.
It didn't charge you?
No, he didn't.
Wow.
And
that's what you call good customer service.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what must have been going through his head at that time.
He's probably like, wait a second, we could make money doing this.
He's probably...
This guy needs our help. It is a disservice to our customers if we don't help you figure out every situation to every game.
No,
I had Blockbuster help me beat a Resident Evil game.
Did you?
Once. Yeah.
Which one?
Resident Evil 0. I didn't know you have to analyze the items. You can take you can open up books and stuff, and there would be stuff inside it.
Oh.
I think there was a bobby pin that you could pull apart, and it had a key inside it or something. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. And I called the Best Buy. I called it not Best Buy. I called the Blockbuster. I was talking to the game guy. I was like, "Man, I don't know what this is all about." And he's like, "Oh, well, I'll tell you." And he actually helped me.
Cool.
Really shocked.
Oh, Skyrim.
I actually went to that premiere, but I went and I walked in the store, and then I bought Metal Gear. I walked out, and everybody looked at me funny.
Which Metal Gear Solid?
The new one, the HD collection.
What does that come with?
It comes with 2, 3, and Peace Walker.
Why not 1?
Because I don't know.
I mean, if you're gonna have a Metal Gear Solid collection,
Wait, they didn't redo the first one in HD?
No. Well, the thing is, they didn't actually redo 2 and 3. They just upscaled it. Same with Peace Walker. But you can't upscale a PlayStation 1 game without it looking like garbage.
So
well, I have to disagree with that because the GameCube, Resident Evil, dude, that was phenomenal.
Or you know what? Why don't they just take Twin Snakes?
Because I think
the GameCube one.
Because I think Nintendo holds the exclusive rights to that because Silicon Knights made it.
No, yeah, duh.
That sucks.
Yeah. So no, it's just 2, 3, and Peace Walker, and I'm not really too into Peace Walker.
I forget that I have the first one for the GameCube.
See,
I try to find that everywhere, and I can never find it.
Yeah.
See, I got even on the PlayStation, I got the Metal Gear Solid collection on that, and I remember the GameStop guy there was talking me up. I shouldn't have let him do that. He was like, "Oh yeah, you can save all your saves on this one, and you can you only need a PS2 memory card. Oh yeah, it's going to have all the games, even the originals." Liar.
Yeah.
But, alright, seems like Fraps is back. So, anyway, Capcom is selling Cheats as DLC in, what's it? Off the Record?
Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. Starring Frank West and not Chuck Green.
That's because Frank West is awesome.
Frank West is in Marvel vs. Capcom. That's how awesome he is.
It includes cheats like make Frank have big hands, make Frank have a big head, alternate costumes, stuff like that. Selling it for $5.
See, it's probably the alternate costumes that are getting the where the $5 are going to, and the cheats are like bonus, but still.
I hate cosmetic items you can buy.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like cheats are those things that, like, everybody would either expect to have in the game or just not be there.
Yeah, you should earn them. Like, with the costumes and stuff like that, the outfits. You should beat the game on hard and then unlock a costume.
Yeah, they should make it either you have to do certain achievements to get it, like, make them, like how many zombies you kill. If you kill this many zombies, you get this cheat you can use, and, or they should have kept it to sandbox mode.
That's just stupid to charge, man. Capcom, really weird.
It's Capcom.
Yeah, they're very weird.
And we all know my hate about Capcom.
But see, a lot of your hate is irrational, though.
I know it is. I'm still a free country. I can still hate it.
Funny thing, though, did you hear that Capcom has announced they're pretty much abandoning Mega Man?
Did they actually announce that?
Apparently. I mean, I don't know for sure, but one of the guys at the Skyrim launch last night was telling me that.
I know that it was a lot of that speculation came out from that last game they were trying to make, the Universe game that fell.
Oh no, there was an interview, the 100,000 Strong for Legends 3 Facebook campaign group thing. That they actually got an interview with some of the Capcom guys, and they said, "No, we're not done with Mega Man. These things just didn't work out."
Okay.
I can probably find a link for that later, but
I know they keep abandoning stuff like that. I don't.
Yeah. Especially now that they got rid of his name escapes me right now. The creator, it's
Keiji
Inafune. That's it.
First name I can never pronounce.
Keiji Inafune. But yeah,
that's sad, Mega Man. I like him.
Yeah. So I guess we're just adding more to the list of stupid things Capcom has done lately.
More things for me to rant about.
Yeah. But really though, like cheats, like I mean, I remember back in GoldenEye when you'd be like, you'd beat a certain level under a certain time and you get that, or
you had to be a certain level under a certain time on a certain difficulty. You had to kind of.
I think it was Facility. You had to beat on Double Agent within like a minute or something. It was the most ridiculous thing.
And you couldn't do it unless you couldn't do it unless what's his name, Dr. Duke, or something.
It was in a certain spot.
Because if he was in any other spot, you were doomed from the beginning.
Yeah.
I know
that was fun.
Yeah, it was a challenge.
But I would not want to go, I need my credit card so I can buy some cheats like
yeah,
this.
It's like,
no.
It's not like, well, since I succeeded in real life, I get the cheats.
Yeah. I like to earn my stuff.
Yeah.
Or, have it like some of the older games did. You have to input some kind of code.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even that was cool, because you'd find out about it, and you'd be like, wow, that's really awesome. But...
Either you'd find it in the game, through beating it, the game would tell you after you did something, whatever, and then you inputted it, or you just guessed.
Yeah.
Or you Googled
it. Okay, before internet.
What? There was a time before internet?
Yeah. For the internet, you just went down to your local grocery store and got a game magazine, Game Pro or something, and there'd be some cheats in there.
Or you'd have your friends sitting there yelling at you, this is totally going to happen if you do this.
Yeah.
I had a friend that had a stack of papers that had cheats on it that he wrote down. And I remember he had the Mortal Kombat moves and stuff. Like he had his own little personal book.
Oh, dude, we had the same thing growing up. We had a folder that had all of our cheats in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
so cool.
I know, that was fun. But yeah, so paying $5 for cheats. No, Capcom, you're stupid.
All right. Anyway, time for you guys to say something, I guess.
Let's go to something that I definitely will not have any reason to rant about. What's next?
Modern Warfare 3.
The juggernaut that is Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 3.
The thing that should be put on life support.
I've never been to a midnight release, so it was really cool to do that. Plus, I got to talk to a lot of gamers that I'll be able to report back on my podcast about. It was a really neat experience. People were wrapped around the building at GameStop, standing in the rain.
Yeah.
That kind of love and devotion, man. Like, you have to look beyond the game's mechanics. They did recycle a lot of stuff, but that old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
But I can't look beyond it. If I'm seeing something that mechanically and technically is flawed, I cannot bring myself to look past that and, if all these people like it, then it must be good. I personally can't do that.
But tell me what's flawed about it, though. Mechanic-wise.
All right.
Because I've been playing for over 22 hours, and it came out on Tuesday. I've put a lot of hours into it. Never once have I glitched, had the game crash, nothing.
Okay, so you must have something different than me, because mine was bug-riddled.
You have it for the PC?
No, I had 360.
Okay, you're for the 360, alright. Yeah, I've been looking for glitches and stuff like that. But you tell me what you've experienced, though.
Okay, glitches, just glitches and problems. I had a few. One of the fun ones was we had one on multiplayer where I was shooting at them and they somehow glitched into the floor, and actually glitched under the floor, and with it, you could figure out where that went.
Yeah.
And I had one where I did that, and then the game crashed straight to a dashboard to me. And I think the one that pissed me off the most was I was doing survival on, I forget what map that was, Underground.
Mm-hmm.
And I had wave 25. I had all my stuff out, and then the game crashed because it could not connect to the Call of Duty servers.
I do know that the Elite service is down, or it's half up, half down, and they're giving everyone free Elite for a month or so, or whatever.
Yeah,
it hasn't worked yet. A friend of mine actually pre-ordered Hardened. Mm-hmm. So, and they spent the past how long has it been? 3-4 days trying to get it to work, and Elite has not worked for them yet.
But you have to take into account that over 700,000 people have been logging in and playing.
I know
it's massive numbers.
It doesn't matter how much you prepare; nothing can.
Server-wise, like that. Yeah. But I liked Modern Warfare 2. I didn't like Black Ops. And this game just feels like a good mashup of both those games, and it just complements it very well for me. And I'm just I'm satisfied with it. Is it the price tag that you don't like?
No, my thing is, I have to go slow, and I have to take the long route with this. What was it that they kept saying? They always say this in every Call of Duty. It's the 3 pillars: the single player, the multiplayer, and the co-op.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like only one of those pillars works, and that's the co-op. That has to be the best co-op experience I've had. That is the only reason why I kept the game, rented the game as long as I did.
Really? Because I know that when I was playing co-op earlier today, because today was my first real experience with Modern Warfare 3, I didn't really enjoy it. I thought survival mode was kind of boring in comparison to zombies.
I don't know.
I haven't played the co-op yet.
The Spec Ops missions are just phenomenal. If you have someone who
Spec Ops are fun.
If you have someone who's working alongside you who you'll definitely have a lot of fun with those missions. They're short, they're quick. A lot of the premises are pretty interesting, and there's a lot of times where they'll deliberately split you up, even though like you can do a mission solo, but if you do it co-op, they'll find a way to split you up and have to force you to support each other.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
I think the best example is there's one mission where you actually start out separated. One of you is in a helicopter trying to destroy tanks, and the other is trying to survive until the guy in the helicopter gets finished with his mission. And then you actually end up switching sides, and whoever was defending earlier is now supporting. So
they have a mission like that in Modern Warfare 2, where you're in an AC-130 and the other one's on foot.
And they brought back an AC-130 mission, and that was kind of neat. I hated that it was solo only, because if I don't have any friends, unfortunately, I can't get all the stars.
Now, Activision has said that before the end of 2012, there will be another Call of Duty game.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Treyarch's taking it and stuff like that. I won't get it. I'm satisfied with this game. I think this game will last me quite a while. I don't see a need to go out and rush and get another one. So
I won't get any more Call of Duties, honestly. It's nothing that I really have against Call of Duty as a franchise. I never really liked it a lot, with the exception of 4. And I'm not too big into Battlefield either. I feel like I don't really enjoy modern shooters as much as I enjoy other video games, because video games are supposed to be that thing that transcends reality, but when they're trying to make it realistic, it just seems like a giant clusterfuck to me.
Yeah. I didn't care for Battlefield.
I didn't. The thing that surprised me with Battlefield was they kept trying to say that they were going to be unique, but then when you get down to it, they copied a good thing of what Call of Duty did.
Yeah.
Like the single player is literally copy and paste of what Call of Duty's already done.
Oh yeah.
It's Black Ops with nukes. That's it.
Yeah. I think EA definitely dropped the ball on it, and I mean, you shouldn't just have the idea that you're going to be better than everybody. Like they should have never started that way.
You don't go into a project thinking I want to be better than everyone else. You go into it thinking I want to make my own thing. I want to make it as good as I can make it. Not I want to do better than everyone else and improve on what everyone else is doing.
Yeah,
that's a good idea, but that shouldn't be the primary focus.
Yeah, and they failed horribly, and it just I don't know, kind of bothers me that EA went in such a way.
All right, let's get back to Modern Warfare 3 because I still have more to yell about.
Go for it.
Have at it.
Single player, the campaign. Oh god, that gave me a headache.
Was it too challenging?
No, it was too short. It was too easy. That was the easiest campaign. That was the shortest campaign out of all the Call of Duty. It was very short. It was only I think I sunk maybe 4 to 5 hours into it.
Yeah.
And I put maybe twice that into Call of Duty 4s. So, really that was kind of a punch to the face.
But you didn't think it had any cool moments?
I think it had too many cool moments. The thing with Call of Duty, everyone always says it's like a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah.
It's always fast, there's always explosions. The thing is, even Michael Bay knows a little about pacing. He'll throw in moments where he'll explain things. Call of Duty wants you in the adrenaline the whole time, but when you're doing that all the time, it becomes the normal, and it becomes repetitive and boring very quickly.
Yeah, I can see that.
The story itself was, I liked Modern Warfare's story. It was a decent story. 3 completely ruined it. You have one character who is put into a major plot position with no explanation. It's the final game in the series, so they feel the need to just randomly kill off people. Spoiler alert, by the way. I'm not going to say who gets killed. I'm not going to say who gets killed, but a lot of people do.
And to be honest with you, I beat the campaign the first night it came out, and I went to a bunch of gaming websites, Screw Attack being one of them, and I was pretty pissed at how people were just carelessly throwing out who died. I'm really, really pissed about that. People were just naming names like crazy. I'm like, dude, that's not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, the night before it came out, my friend texted me a leak of the story, and he knew I wasn't going to play it, and honestly, I have to say, it's true that it seems like they just kind of kill people off, especially when I heard how they died.
Like one character, I'm not going to name who it is, you already see him get injured and survive once. Then they give him the exact same injury, place him in the exact same situation. You actually spend the entire mission carrying his butt to a doctor, and then he just dies.
Yeah.
And the only thing that... It's like they did it just to try to get some kind of reaction out of the player, but when you do that to every character every 5 minutes, and to characters we don't even know or give a care about, it loses all impact and it feels cheap.
Yeah. They need to die in unique ways. And not
one of the major characters, and he is the first character you're ever introduced to that game. No, he's not the first character you're introduced to, but he's one of the first few characters you're introduced to. He is given no backstory. He's given no... I'm sure you probably know who I'm talking about.
I don't.
You don't. Go away.
Aww.
But you're never going to have any backstory to him. You don't know anything about who he is, why he's doing it. You don't give any care about him. And then he's given the role of final sacrifice, and it feels just empty.
Yeah.
Especially because they added like 30 minutes of slow-mo to that section.
Yeah. I think that after I beat the second one, like the 2 nights before the game was released, that way everything was fresh in my mind. And I was hoping for like this epic ending and stuff, and I just some parts of it I wasn't satisfied with.
They didn't really continue the story from 2.
Yeah, they really didn't.
It's like they just said, okay, let's address a little bit new story.
Yeah. And I think the second one was fine. It was a little scattered. They seem to like to do that. I don't know why.
But this one was like, we're going here. Why? Because.
Yeah.
I will say that I didn't enjoy the second multiplayer, but the second Modern Warfare 2's single player I felt was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Especially when you're playing as Ramirez, I felt like that.
No, don't start talking about Ramirez.
But I liked
Ramirez. Do everything.
Yeah, no, but I honestly liked Ramirez's missions more than I liked Roach's.
So that was that with Foley?
Foley, what?
Sergeant Foley.
Yeah, was it with him?
Yeah,
that was
because I felt like the large scale battles were just way more fun.
Yeah.
But I will say with the Modern Warfare 3, the single player, like I kept getting moments where like I was getting shot at repeatedly, and I couldn't tell where the piss it was coming from.
Yeah.
And I would die, and I restarted missions constantly, like at least 4 or 5 times, man. Like I would get to this one where I just couldn't do it, and then it felt like the game just kind of like eased up on me. It would let me pass. But like I noticed that like if I ran past a bunch of enemies, there would just be this one enemy that would spawn out of nowhere and just hit me with his gun and kill me instantly.
Yeah. See, like I noticed the opposite problem with that. I noticed there were times where, just to get through, I'd do a suicide run through a bunch of enemies. They'd all be shooting at me. Then I go through like some kind of apparent barrier they put in the game. The shooting stops. I turn around and the enemies just disappeared completely.
I don't know. I have the PC version, and
maybe it's the difference between the 2 versions.
Yeah. But, I was getting my ass handed to me quite a lot. I was really shocked. I'm like, man, this is just. The difficulty just ramps up here on me. I don't know.
Yeah, what did you play it on, Shuda? What difficulty did you play it on?
I played it on hardened.
I was the one below that.
Oh, you're on. Yeah, so, and that's very odd that the person on the higher difficulty had the easier time. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's just what I'm saying. It just got like stupid, like really ridiculously, like just the gunfire just got ridiculous. Like one guy would just like hit you so hard, and your recoil would just go out of control, and I couldn't focus on the shooting. I'm like, man, I don't get this.
So, there's in the whole campaign, there's two moments that really just stand out for me. One for a bad reason, one for a good reason. One point in the campaign, I think it's in either the second or third act. It was like right around there. There's a point where they'll give you your mission, and then the first thing you see is you failing the mission, and then it pops up 20 minutes earlier.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't see the point of that, especially that late in the game.
Yeah.
If you do that, do it at the beginning, like, or kind of like what Battlefield 3 did.
You should tie it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should see like like okay, for instance, like Pulp Fiction. Like you see the end of the movie, and then you work your way, to the beginning of it. Like I think that's fine. Like if you want to sit there and show how they failed that mission, that's fine. But I mean, it was like 20 minutes. That's not enough time.
Yeah.
Work up to it. So yeah, I definitely remember that part.
And even then, it was like they just needed something to throw in there. What actually happened really wasn't that big.
Yeah, it wasn't. I think from a distance, you watch it go down, and you're just like, oh, okay, that's what's going on.
You watch it go down, and then they just slowly go back and copy the scene they did earlier.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, okay. There really was no point for that. So what was the other moment?
The other moment, it was my favorite part of the campaign, and I love it to death. It was the final mission. The entirety of the final mission.
I was going to say the airplane.
The airplane was good. That was the one character I wanted to know more about.
Yeah.
But spoiler alert, he gets killed in that same mission.
Yeah. But I mean, it was, I thought the airplane, man, when the zero gravity, that was pretty neat.
That was neat. The idea of the character itself, that was a good move, because he's I wouldn't say anything, but I liked what they did with him.
Yeah.
The position they put him in.
But I think shooting like a bunch of guns inside an airplane, not really a smart idea, but
at least we didn't have access to grenades.
Yeah, I always think of Goldfinger, man.
Listen, it's Call of Duty. It's always shooting guns. That's the best way to solve everything.
Is there a problem? Shoot it. Is it dead yet? No. Shoot it some more. Is it dead yet? Yes. Knife it.
Teabag
Make sure it's dead.
So I don't know. I think it's a decent title. I don't know what they could do after this. That's what I'm kind of interested in. I definitely won't buy it.
Yeah.
They need a revamp. Seriously, they need a revamp. Multiplayer, for all the changes they made, I don't like the multiplayer.
So you don't have your favorite multiplayer? Ground War.
Actually, my favorite was Kill Confirmed.
Yes, thank you.
Of all the ideas they had in that game, that was the best one they put in. Mm-hmm. It forces, a little bit more of a aggressive playstyle.
Yeah.
Or it focuses more on teamwork. You have one person sniping, and you have one person collecting the dog tags.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's still in Modern Warfare 3, but I know ever since Call of Duty 4, my favorite has been Sabotage.
Sabotage is in there.
Yes. It is.
Okay.
And that one's good. Quick bomb plant, quick bomb defuse, short timer. It really makes getting to the site the bigger issue than actually placing the bomb there.
But the problem is, whenever I feel like I'm the only one who actually tries to do teamwork during Sabotage, because a lot of people don't understand how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my biggest problem with Call of Duty.
Same with the dog tags.
It's populated by idiots.
Yeah, nobody gets the red dog tags, and I have to get on the mic. I'm like, guys, you have to get the red dog tags to stop the enemy team. Like, nobody gets them. Like, they're afraid to touch them. And then here's another thing. The game has been out, we're not even a week yet, but nobody realizes that the enemy drops care packages that can kill you. Nobody understands this.
They don't understand that friendly airdrops kill you.
Yes, and I'm like, do not open up those care packages because I have sitrep on. So the enemy's care packages are bright red, and if it's bright red, it means it's a bomb inside. And I tell them, don't open it up, and they still do it, man. I am absolutely amazed that people have not learned to not open those up yet. So I like that.
I wish natural selection worked in video games.
My theory with the boxes when I played was, if it's a good, because I don't use sitrep, I think that's almost a waste of a perk. But if I go up to an enemy care package and it's something good, I run the hell away from it.
Yeah.
If I see a care package that says, press and hold X for strafing run away.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you think that Modern Warfare 3 sales are going to be the world record for entertainment?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
I can't get past it. For some reason, it feels like a lazily made game. The maps there are no standout maps for me. They're all either mediocre or bad.
I feel like they went back to more of the Call of Duty 4 style with it, where it's much more urban.
Yeah. And
I'm okay with that, honestly. Like I said,
I'm okay with it, but I find myself shooting things that are not people. Like I see a bag or a plant, I'm like, oh my god, it's a person, and I end up shooting.
But see, that's what makes it fun. There's suspense there.
I feel like the maps were a bit too cluttered, a bit too small and concentrated.
But it helps without, stopping quickscopers, because in Modern Warfare 2, there was such.
But then there's no place for a sniper to do. Even in their big, huge map. What was it called? I forget what it's called. But even their big, huge map, there's garbage everywhere. There's clutter everywhere. There's these huge pylons blocking everything. There is no map that is good for a sniper for long-range combat.
Yeah.
Like, I think one of my favorite Modern Warfare 2 maps was Wasteland, because you had these huge open spaces, but then you also had that middle area for all the close quarter people.
Yeah, everyone took the whole, man. That was the best thing. So, I don't know, the last thing I want to say is, have you guys ran into any hackers?
No. I have in World at War.
Let me tell you something. Modern Warfare 3 on the PC is hacked to shit. It is very hacked.
But the difference is that is a PC game, and PC games are so easy to get into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a clan going around with VC, and they just completely dominate the games. And the problem is that we were promised a vote kick function. There is no vote kick function. So we can't kick members. And I really wish that we could, because we could take care of that stuff. But no, they dominate the game, and then they spam the text boxes telling people where they can go to download the cheats.
Right.
And Activision says that it's handed out the first bans, and I really hope that they put a stop to the freaking PC, because, I mean, it's ridiculous, man. I hate cheaters, and there's so many out there. Yeah. It ruins the experience, man. It makes you question everybody when you shouldn't have to,
Yeah.
There is lucky shots, and I've made a couple myself, but I hate having to stop and think, wait a second, I need to watch that kill cam, because that was a little suspicious. That takes me out of the experience, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't make it a friendly competition anymore. It makes it to a point where you're trying. It really does seem like you against everyone else.
Yeah, you're trying to catch that hacker. That's what it becomes, and that's not the point of the level. I want to, so I can't stand that.
I don't know. I love the, like I said, I love the co-op. That was amazing. I hated the single player. Multiplayer, I want another big shakeup. I want another Call of Duty 4 to come out and just
turn everything upside down.
Yeah. If they can pull something like that off, I would be happy with Call of Duty. Instead, it feels like I'm playing Modern Warfare 2.1.
I can see that, yeah.
No, I mean,
who knows?
Let's get out of this before my head blows up from pain.
Alright, so now that all the AAA titles, like, of course, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Deus Ex, Skyrim, of course, now that they're all released, which do you think has come out, or if there's something you still want to see, which do you think will come out on top this year?
Sales-wise, of course, Modern Warfare.
Well, not just sales, but like Game of the Year.
I hate going by sales-wise.
Well, I know, but I really think that Modern Warfare is going to get Game of the Year. I think all the reviewers and websites are going to hand it to them. I would like to see Zelda. I know they shouldn't. I know.
A Game of the Year should go to a game that goes above and beyond. Call of Duty recycles.
I get it. Above and beyond the Call of Duty. Is that a joke? Oh.
I think that it's going to be... I think you shouldn't like a game based on its popularity, but that's the society that we live in, especially when it comes to reviews and all that stuff, and I think that it's going to go there. A game that I would like to see is the new Zelda. And does that come out before Christmas?
I think it does.
So. Yeah.
I've already read a review on the new Zelda, and I think it was EGM, and the review was very revealing for me because it was.
Yes.
The guy said it was a very great game, and then he gave it an 8.5 because the controls worked too well. He said the controls were terrible because they followed his hand motions too well.
He has bad eye and hand coordination then.
Yeah. He said he's like, here's the problem with the controls. I was fighting this one enemy, and the way it works is that you have to hit it a certain way. But I went in there because I'm like a button mashing person. I swung my sword everywhere, and it didn't hit at all. I don't know why that happened. The controls were terrible.
That's stupid. I've seen a lot of videos posted on the internet of people doing playthroughs and stuff, and I'm just like, man, like whatever happened to a surprise? Like, you can't search the internet anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's going to tell you everything you want to know about a game.
I can't remember who it was, but somebody gave it a 10 out of 10. I can't remember.
Pretty strong score.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are giving it 10. Yeah, I'm just going to say this right now. I hate reviews, and I hate reviewing systems that use an out of 10 score. I think that's... I hate out of 10 scores because people always think anything below a 8 is a bad game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah, people definitely look at the numbers like, I don't like this game. It got a 7.
Yeah, like when Screw Attack said that they're going to switch to a 10 system, they said, no, it's not 7 is average, 5 is average.
Yeah, but people always assume like 8 is the average. No.
Yeah.
That's why I told people I give... No, I'm not going back to that topic.
But hold on. A good point would be the campaign for Modern Warfare. Like, I would give it a little bit of a higher score than you would. But, I mean, in difficulty, you would say it's easy. I honestly think it's hard. So, I mean, the whole looking at a rating system, numbers, is just not a good idea.
Yeah, I always think a review should come in two ways. You have that objective view, and then you have what the reviewer thinks.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yeah.
But too many people seem to think that reviews are based by the numbers. No, it's not.
Yeah. So, which one do you guys think is going to come out on top?
I honestly don't know. If Metal Gear Solid had not been a re-release, I would say that, but it's unfortunately a re-release. I heard Arkham City was really good. I haven't.
Hang on, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
I haven't gotten my hands on Arkham City much, but it's.
That game had like a huge opening, and then it just kind of got pushed under the rug.
Yeah, which is
sad.
It was really unfortunate because I played a little bit of it and it played really well, and then it just kind of seemed like it kind of died off under Battlefield and Call of Duty and Skyrim.
I think the release time was good. Get it before. Don't put it in the middle. And that's what I'm kind of worried about. The game that you went last night and got. You didn't get it. You got Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
But the one that got released last night, which one was that?
Skyrim. Yeah,
Skyrim. I feel like Skyrim, man. Like, I think that they made that. I think they did the best they could with the timing. It was either don't be in the middle between Battlefield and Modern Warfare. It was be in the beginning or be at the end of it.
Yeah.
I think that, but I mean, gamers are already spent like $60 on a game. They're not going to go out and buy another $60.
That's why I think that when they released Human Revolution, it was a really good idea because they released it way before it had anything to compete with.
Yeah,
it was like what, late August, early September or something. Yeah, it was a good 2 months before.
Yeah, get in there quick.
Yeah.
It's just the best thing to do. So
yeah,
but yeah, it definitely sucks that Arkham is not going to be Game of the Year because I think it should be because I mean everyone usually with sequels everyone has a big problem with sequels, but they said that everyone like it was what was good about the first one they made even better in the second one.
Yeah,
and you don't hear that a lot.
Dance Central 2?
No. Definitely not my cup of tea. I definitely don't think that. I mean, those games obviously are selling. Because they keep making them.
Kinect games are, for the really naive, just casual gamer audience, they are selling like hotcakes.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to some parties, but I've never been to a party where someone had it. I'm wondering when that's going to happen.
I honestly haven't played it, but I heard it was really good as far as, like, casual games. I honestly don't know what my favorite game this year is. I'm trying to think of games I've even bought this year.
I've been really if it ain't on Steam, I usually don't get it.
I think I bought like a total of 2.
The whole year?
New games, yeah, because what I've been doing lately is I've been collecting a lot of classic games. Like, I find a lot of Atari 2600 games at garage sales and stuff, and I'm trying to think of new games I've actually bought.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I bought Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube for like $4. Just to put it in my archive.
There's something that came with the Humble Indie Bundle that was really good. Oh, no, I know what it's going to be. It's going to be Minecraft.
Do you think Minecraft's going to be Game of the Year?
I honestly think so, because think about it. It's $20, the full version is. It's completely mod supported. It's like the nostalgic version of Gary's mod.
But let me ask you this. Do you think PC sales outweigh console sales?
But we're not talking about sales. We're talking about reviewer opinion.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying, like, I think reviewers and people... I think there's more consumers on consoles than there are on PC.
Well, see, the thing is... I will agree to that, but see, it's not just on PC anymore. It's on PSN and Xbox 360 now. It's on the arcade.
They did release it on there? Because I know they were going to. And it already is on there?
I think so.
Oh.
I think that... Or I'm not saying it is now, but I'm saying when the full version comes out, it's going to be on there.
I think that will be a game changer when it comes out there.
Yeah, considering that not only that, but Minecraft also has a, 3-year or 2-year head start?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be... That's going to be a game changer, the fact that they had an open beta that counted towards the full version sales.
Yeah. I've yet to play it, but I have lots and lots and lots of friends that do, and they like it.
I like it.
I like Terraria, but...
I still have yet to play that. A lot of my friends like that, too.
They say it's the baby version of Minecraft.
Yeah. And Shuda's not here, so I'm going to go ahead and say his is Deus Ex, because he really likes that game.
I have yet to play that. I wish it'd go on sale on Steam.
I feel really bad, but my friend, he pirated it.
Uh-huh.
And he brought it over on his computer, and it looked really good, and like it was a lot of fun, but it's incredibly yellow.
Yeah. The art style is like that. It looks like black and yellow.
Yeah. It seemed very bland.
But I mean, it's by Square Enix, so that's just kind of strange. They make really weird games. They made a PlayStation 1 game. It was like a little space shooter. That thing was so freaking addicting. It was back when they were called Squaresoft, and
yeah.
I wish I could remember the name for that one.
Part of it was by Square, though, because remember that controversy about the boss battles and whatnot? About that being outsourced?
Yes.
I think that if... That is one of the major contributing factors for that game not getting either Game of the Year from some publications or even a good score.
Yeah.
That the boss battles kind of sucked.
Yeah. I don't know. Who's gonna put out Game of the Year?
I don't know. It really depends on the publication. I'm guessing. What I'm guessing is for IGN and more. I'm guessing like IGN's things are probably going to be between of course, Battlefield, Call of Duty, Skyrim maybe. But I think Minecraft is a real underdog. Like, it might come out on top because
it would be good for Minecraft.
I would love it if Minecraft came.
Yeah, because that'd be good for indie gamers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
to
I gave VVVVVV my top of 2010.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, that's an excellent game.
That game is brilliant.
What game? What do you play that on?
I played it. I got it with the Humble Indie Bundle.
Okay.
And I played it a little bit before I got that, so I played it on PC, and it's coming out soon to DS, isn't it?
Yes.
Or 3DS, yeah.
Yeah, 3DS, which I've yet to get.
Oh my gosh, you can use gyroscope controls. I sure hope not. holding a 3DS upside down and trying to play that would be awkward.
That would make me sick.
Yeah. Especially with the 3D on.
Yeah. I've only played the 3DS once.
I played the demos at like GameStop and stuff, and the only one they have in there is Street Fighter. And
Let me ask you, how high was it up? Was it like waist level or was it lower?
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, I'm not really a good judge because I'm 6'2", but
I'm 5'11". So well, I mean, it was.
Yeah, it was about waist level.
It felt lower to me. Like I saw it when I was in Chicago, and like I had to like lean down, almost crouch to play it. And the 3D effects don't work if you're not looking at it straight.
I was on my knees playing it.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, we're probably about the same. Yeah. I was just like,
well, that's because you know they're saying, hey, little kids are playing this, so they put it down there,
rotting out their eyes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but I feel like it was a dumb idea to put Street Fighter in as the demo because it doesn't showcase anything. Because Street Fighter's a 2D game.
I think it had a fighting game, but I'm not sure which one it was. It could have been Street Fighter.
Is it Blaze Blue?
I don't know. Soul Calibur's not on there, is it?
No. Wait, are you talking about
for the 3DS?
Oh, I know you're Dead or Alive?
Dead or Alive, that was what it was.
Alright.
Yeah. That's what it was. And I was like, it's alright.
See, even Dead or Alive, though, is more 3D, because you have a 3D, it's a 3D arena.
Yeah.
It's 2D camera, but as for Street Fighter, it's just plain 2.5D. You can't go anywhere.
Yeah. So, Street Fighter's a legend, but I mean, they have milked the crap out of that franchise.
Well, I mean, it was just not a good showcase game for the 3DS. It was like, okay, that's cool, so there's shadows.
Yeah. I mean, why do you need to play a fighting game in 3D?
Yeah, I think that if they really wanted to showcase the 3DS at GameStop, they should have put in something like Pilot Wings.
Yeah.
Because with that, there's like, you're falling through the air and seeing stuff go down past you, and that would have been cool.
Dun, 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 dun.
But I think they knew that the sell for, Street Fighter would definitely pull people in to look at it, because it's a classic,
Yeah, so what do you think Game of the Year is going to be?
Well, I just had a very interesting conversation about Skyrim with someone, so... Oh. Yeah, I don't know, Skyrim right now is pretty good. Deus Ex, I do not feel deserves it.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, wow, he said that you would...
I thought maybe you were going to give it to that, even though the crappy boss battles.
I don't know, the more I look at Deus Ex, the more I feel like it's more of an trying to be more of an homage to the original, trying to get people to play the original more.
Yeah.
But on its own, I think that some parts of it were a little too weak.
Yeah.
Arkham City was good. It definitely has a shot. Skyrim has a shot.
Yeah.
Minecraft. I said Minecraft because full version comes out later this month or maybe next month.
Minecraft should win Game of the Millennium.
Give it all.
Win all the awards.
Best sound design.
For what? Minecraft?
Yeah, have you ever heard the music from Minecraft?
Okay, I have the soundtrack.
Oh man, so intense.
It's very good.
It's really good. I just mean sound design is more than just music. Maybe best score.
Alright, or dear God, you haven't heard such classics as the Minecraft Door Sparta remix.
Nope, never will.
So someone seriously made a Sparta remix out of the Minecraft Door opening.
Cool.
I've tried the dubstep remix.
It's completely pointless, but music of the year, sound of the year.
Alright, so and what do you actually think it's going to be? Probably Arkham City?
Either Arkham City, Skyrim, or Zelda.
Alright, I guess it's pretty good. Those are all very, two of those are very fantasy-based, because this seems like...
The problem is Game of the Year is always going to go to a big title.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's my problem, and those are the big titles.
I feel like it shouldn't. Like, have you guys played, what was it, Cthulhu Saves the World?
I haven't played it, I've seen it been played. That one is good.
I want something like that to win Game of the Year. Like, that game is that is the best RPG I've played in a long time.
But it has to be franchise-based.
It is. It's part of... well, it's not franchise-based, but it's a spiritual successor to Breath of Death.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like... And I honestly think those, it's like... Well, I mean, Minecraft isn't really franchise-based. It's sort of in itself because of the amount of versions of it. But, I don't know. I'm going to stick with Minecraft. I think that's good. I think that would be a really good Game of the Year. Alright. And finally, what is your guys' favorite retro console and why?
Oh boy. I'll let you go first because I still need to decide.
I was gonna say Modern Warfare 3, but
totally retro. Yeah, so, hey guys, everything past 3 days old is retro.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you're still playing that? Probably the SNES, man. I can't. I'll never. I've had my console for such a long time. I'll never sell it. I've sold my GameCube, PlayStation 2, NES, Genesis. I've sold everything, but I have never sold my SNES.
I got my SNES for $10, and it came with 5 games and 2 controllers, and I've had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said console. If you said system, I would have gone with Game Boy Color because I mean.
Yeah, no.
I've had that for 10 years with only 2 games, and I've never gotten tired of that.
Handhelds do not count with the exception of the Virtual Boy because that's not actually portable.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was supposed to be.
If you want to say Virtual Boy, you can.
I'm gonna have to go with the one I started with, 64.
Same here.
Yeah, I don't know why people always complained about the. Anytime people complain about controls, my first instinct is you didn't take the time to adjust to it.
Yes, the 64 had very, very unique controls. I remember seeing the controller for the first time. I was like, what the hell is that? It looks like the fork.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I played with that I have that view on controls. But, I mean, it felt comfortable in the hand.
But it was the first time we had it, an analog stick.
Yeah.
For a Nintendo game. Console, I should say.
Actually, the first real joystick... No, not first joystick. First analog stick, though, because they had it before the PlayStation did.
Yeah.
So.
No, I'm saying for a Nintendo console, though.
Yeah.
Going from a Super Nintendo to an N64 was very, very different.
Well, not really. It wasn't too different, but it added that extra wing, which, if you took off the extra wing, it looked exactly the same, except for just deeper.
Yeah. But I like the 64. It was a great console and stuff. Yeah. I think, the SNES for me. Just so many great titles.
I'm gonna have to say.
I would say SNES, but I haven't. It's personally, it's out of the running for me because I haven't actually, had one for any period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've just someone brought it over and like, oh, it's fun.
You're like, no, I have the 64.
Well, I don't know. 64 had so many great games. Wave Race, Blast Corps.
I have to say 64 mostly because I am the bottom of a family of 5, and when we get like my family and somebody else's family, and we just have like a huge party, it feels like the 64 was like the first game you could really have a party with.
Mario Party.
Yeah, with the exception of like LAN parties, but those are not really fun.
All I have to say is Mario Party. Nintendo 64 brought up Mario Party. That's it.
Really? Because I liked Mario Kart 64. Was like is probably still to this day my favorite game.
I nearly broke. I loved it, but I nearly broke it one time because of a loss that happened to me. I don't want to go into the story about that. But it was like one of those 1 in a million freak incidents in a Mario Kart game that you'll never ever see again.
I heard someone died that day. Someone did die.
So someone did.
He like taps his chest like someone did die that day.
A little part of me somewhere deep inside.
Yeah, I did like Mario Kart 64 over Mario Kart GameCube.
Yeah.
I don't know, the GameCube
and Mario Kart Wii. I can stand.
All I have to say is Mario Kart 64 in battle mode. If you're playing with more than 2 players, you could be the bomb.
Yeah. How could you not like the Wii version?
I feel like the Wii version...
Controls are too loose?
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, the controls in the N64 have that thing with the joystick where it'll give out after a while, but just the Wii version, I feel like they really pushed that whole... They pushed the whole motion. Well, not even the wheel, but the motion controls too early because it was before the Wii Motion Plus, and so the controls were kind of loose. And now that you have the Wii Motion Plus, there's no way to fit it into the Wii or anything, and it just feels really out of place.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think they'll fix it with the 3DS version?
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the 3DS.
I have my 3DS ready. It will be the first 3DS game I will have bought.
That's number 7 in the series, correct?
Yeah.
That's crazy to think that.
Wasn't that the original title, Mario Kart 7?
Yeah. That's just insane that there's been 7 Mario Karts.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it, but...
Well,
yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Well, there's been 8 Mario parties.
Well, there's Super Nintendo, N64, Game Boy Advance, GameCube, DS, and then Wii, and then 3DS. So yeah, it's 7.
I don't know. It's a crazy series, but I mean, hopefully it gets better.
Yeah. I feel like that one of the ones they should bring back is Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh my god, Diddy Kong Racing was amazing.
It is, but I think Rare has got that legally tied up.
Yeah.
Which is shitty, but that's just how...
Well, I mean, honestly, I feel like Diddy Kong Racing wasn't as good as Mario Kart, but I feel like it had the potential to be. So
it did.
What you need to do is you need to get somebody who actually makes racing games to take up that franchise.
It was a lot better than Sega Racing.
It's Sega All-Stars.
Yeah, God, I hated that.
Oh god, Sonic. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sad story. I actually liked Sonic R when I first played it.
Shut up.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was because it was the only game I had to play, so I had to like it.
Diddy Kong Racing was just it definitely had the potential, and I played it probably 3 months ago with a friend of mine. He had it for the
I still have it. I haven't sold that one yet.
Yeah, don't keep it.
It was good. It was a racing game. They made it unique with the 3 different vehicles you could use.
And they had the adventure mode or whatever.
Which, I don't think I've seen a racing game that has an adventure mode.
Yeah. You know what it was about the 64 is that you could really just go on a whim and just get a game for the 64 because you knew it was going to be good.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't really have to be like, well, man, I've never played this game before, and I don't know if I should get this. Like, every game for the 64 just felt right.
Except for Castlevania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. There are like 2 games for the 64 that I want to see come back. Wave Race, obviously. You played Wave Race, right?
Yes.
I like that game.
That game is awesome. And then Blast Corps, which, not a lot of people have heard of, but that game was so amazing.
Well, I feel like the reason that the N64 had this kind of quality guaranteed thing is because there were producing for the N64 was incredibly expensive. So if you were going to produce a game, you had to make sure it was good and that it was sellable. So there was not going to be a lot of bad games released for it.
Yeah.
Not a lot of
Superman 64.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's but considering all the good games like Battle Tanks and
Glover
was good. Rayman was okay.
The game I like was Rush. Man, that was a fun
good.
Racing game.
What was it? Whatever that snowboarding one was. I forget what.
Snowboard Kids.
Snowboard Kids.
1080. 1080 was good. Snowboard Kids, I feel like was that game. It was such.
It was more arcade-ish.
Yeah, it just felt like snowy Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Mario Kart with snowboards.
With tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun.
And then, of course, it has Mario Kart or Super Mario 64, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Nintendo was on their ball, man, when they did that.
Yeah, but I feel like after that is when they started to become sort of this mediocre company.
GameCube.
I think it was the technology. The technology got too good for them to come up with their ideas.
Yeah.
I think when it was like pixelated, little sprites and stuff like that, they could make these cute little games and stuff. But as the technology gets more and more HD, Nintendo struggled to kind of match that. Can't have cartoons in HD.
I think they're coming back though, because I think that they're finally understanding they don't need to do that. They need to do what Nintendo does best. They need to make little cartoony games that people will enjoy.
Yeah, I'm glad to see the new Zelda's, very bright and
colorful.
Yeah, that I like.
After Twilight Princess, I enjoy Twilight Princess.
It was too dark.
Yeah, I feel like it was.
It was too dark, even compared to Majora's Mask, I think.
Yeah, even in Majora's Mask and whatever, I can't remember, Ocarina of Time. It was there was a conflict, there was evil, but it was still very colorful and bright.
I think with Majora's Mask, it was a little bit different because we'd already gone through Ocarina. So I think Majora's Mask was made more for the people who finished Ocarina, for people who had matured a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because you could definitely argue Majora's Mask is a bit more mature than Ocarina was.
I didn't have a whole lot of friends that owned it.
I know a lot of people didn't like 3 days.
Yeah. I hate time-based games like that, so...
I don't know. I liked it. It kind of kept you going.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like Nintendo's coming back to the whole, let's not try and be this, like, let's not try and cater to the adults. Let's do what we like to do. Let's make games that are fun and colorful and innocent.
Let's do things for the family, not for the individual.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what got them to the success with the Wii.
Yeah, that's what got them rich.
Again.
Yeah, again, exactly.
I guess that's about it.
Yeah.
So.
What's next?
Song of the month.
Yeah.
Song of the month.
What was your song of the month, Shuda?
Drum roll. Drum roll, please.
You don't deserve it.
No, please.
It's a secret.
Give it to me, please. I actually have a song picked out.
No, you took way too long to pick it out. Just say it.
No. Okay. It's from the PS1 Nintendo 64 classic, Mega Man Legends.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course, and it's the song. I will not pronounce this right for any reason. Flutter versus the Gesellschaft. Shut up.
Okay.
It's the major boss fight between it plays during the major boss fight between Mega Man and the Bond family. It's one of the big fights the game was building up to, and it's really just an awesome track. It's very upbeat. It's very good. It's been used every time a Legends character comes up in any future game. That's the track they remix.
Is that the Tron track from?
Yes.
Okay, I know.
The Tron track from Capcom 3. The Mega Man track in Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just
enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Best song ever.
Yeah, that was
in that game.
enjoyable.
Yeah. Shut up.
Well,
don't make me punch you.
We have no questions this month, so these last 2 months actually.
Damn y'all.
Yeah, internet.
Disappointed. I want to answer a question.
Didn't
Why
offer free
can't
cake.
answer questions?
All right. Why do you think Modern Warfare 3 is a game of the year, Shuda?
Yeah.
Come on, answer the question.
And here comes the punch. How?
Modern Warfare 3 co-op game of the year.
There you go.
All right.
That's nice.
I'll give it that.
Yeah, final word on that. It's definitely the best co-op experience I've had.
Ever?
Not ever, but this year.
All right.
The game still sucks, though.
Yeah.
4 out of 10.
Best co-op, but it still sucks.
4 out of 10. Please send your death threats to idon'tgiveacare@yahoo.com.
Hey, that's my email, man.
If you do
Are you telling me we all have the same email?
Please let me know beforehand so I can move.
Please.
I'm now going into hiding because every single listener of this podcast is going to come kill me.
When giving a death threat, please describe the way you will kill him. Any uses of the word gore, decapitation, and Jello gets extra 5 points.
If you throw in a fatality reference, you get 10 points.
Nice.
And then they'll read it all to me
And if you
at
got
a
a
future
description on
date.
how you're gonna kill Lucky, that's cool too.
Hey, I'm neutral. I like Modern Warfare. We're friends. Let's hug.
Get away from me.
Or you can tell us how you're gonna get Lucky filed to be a sex offender over the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I do have a very damning piece of evidence, and I do know a good trial lawyer to help.
Miles Edgeworth isn't real.
Shut up.
All right, well, that's it for this month. So thanks everybody.
Take care.